Hi there, and welcome to another Midweek Memo. What's my role in the nativity? What's my role in the nativity? That's the question I imagine many eager primary schoolers have been asking themselves in recent weeks. I wonder how it's worked out in your house. Perhaps if you're at the sharp end, you've had a Mary and a Joseph, or perhaps at the other end, a third sheep. Who knows? Why don't you tell us actually where you personally featured in your school nativity, however long ago it was? Tell us down in the comments. But what about the original nativity? Where do you and I feature in that? What role do we have to play in that? Now, that may seem like a bit of a strange question. It was a very, very long time ago. It's long since finished. Of course, we have no role to play there. But actually, I want to suggest that we do. That potentially any of us could feature in the original nativity, that we have a role to play. Mary said, "From now on, all generations will call me blessed." And so it has been every Christmas since. From the birth of Christ, extending all the way into eternity, and with the moment that Christ returns, generation after generation have spoken to one another about the amazing blessing that Mary received, that she became the bearer of the Son of God. Only yesterday, I was sharing with my kids that wonderful story, and we were wondering at what God did in that moment. Now, we today are another one of those generations. We are another generation stretching out to Christ's return, in which we tell one another this story. And in that sense, all of us feature in the nativity. When Mary said that, "From now on, all generations will call me blessed," it was quite an extraordinary piece of prophecy for a teenager. Picture it, if you like, as a nativity scene. The mother of Jesus actually mentions you and me right here. We're part of the picture. Here we are, lining up in the background to take our place at the scene. And there I am, around the manger. I'll tell you what, next time you get a Christmas card, if it's a nativity scene, why don't you, as soon as it comes through the door, take it out, open it up, and take your Sharpie and colour yourself in to that nativity scene to remind you that you too have a role to play in that nativity. And if, frankly, that's just too much for you and you just can't face defacing your mantelpiece in that way, why don't you just imagine it, at least, to remind yourself? And I wonder also whether there's anyone else. Are there others that you would love to see pictured around that same scene, who you could invite this year to our carol services to share and to hear further about how they might understand, how they could fit into those generations that Mary mentions? Whatever we're doing this Christmas, as we're remembering the wonder of that first Christmas, let's each one of us recall that we too have a role to play in it. Couple of notices for you. First of all, our contemporary carols. That happens this Sunday evening, the 12th of December at 6:30 p.m. It's a different format. It's all the same carols that you know so well in a way that you haven't heard them before. Brilliant opportunity to invite people that you work with or people that you live with or people on your course to come and hear the Christmas message and enjoy it with us together. Do go to the website for more information on that. There'll be further notices about our upcoming carol services on the 19th, so do look out for those. There's more information on that as well on our website. And finally, this evening we've got prayer at the centre on Zoom. We'd love to have you join us for that. All of these services, which are wonderful outreach events, need our prayers. And we want to be praying that they would work, that the Lord would really work in people's hearts as they come to hear the message. So come and join us this evening at 8 p.m. on Zoom. Link is in the email that will have been sent out with the Midweek Memo this week. See you there. Thanks for joining us. He is coming.